What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Killer Cam will be killing, and welcome back to the Killer Squad. Today we got the Fantastic Four coming to the MCU. Let's get it.
Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and there has been a lot of talk about the Fantastic Four recently, mostly due to the director that they had lined up to direct the Fantastic Four in the MCU, John Watts. He has stepped out. He is no longer going to be the director for the Fantastic Four. Now, keep in mind, he just got done directing Spider-Man No Way Home for Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures. So, he had already been with Marvel and he had already signed up for the Fantastic Four. Sadly, that is no longer the case. However, it looks like we might have some good updates about the Fantastic Four movie, about the director, and about some of the cast.
Right.
This movie might actually be a lot further along than you think it is. Kevin Feige announced the Fantastic Four were coming all the way back in SDCC in 2019. Plus, not to mention, Kevin Feige announced over a year ago that the Fantastic Four movie was in development. So, in this video, we'll talk about all that we know right now about the Fantastic Four coming to the MCU. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU news. Alright, so to start off, let's talk about how this is not a bad thing for Marvel Studios or the Fantastic Four movie.
Right.
A lot of different rumors out there. Some saying that the movie could be in trouble, that they've already cast people, but they're recasting now, that John Watts left because the script sucks. None of this is true. Deadline is the one that originally reported this, and they have actual comments from Marvel Studios, and all of it is good. According to Deadline.com and the exclusive article that they posted about this, John Watts is stepping away simply because he needs a break. Rightfully so, Spider-Man No Way Home was a massive movie that they had to keep secret for a very long time. And he's been working nonstop for a while too, so it's understandable that he would want to take a break after one of the biggest movies of all time. The article literally says, "Nothing sinister here, Watts just needs a break from the superhero realm after completing the Spidey trilogy with Tom Holland and Zendaya." Keep that in mind, he didn't just direct Spider-Man No Way Home, but he directed the entire trilogy, Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. And here's what Marvel Studios' president Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios co-president Esposito said. "Collaborating with John on the Spider-Man films has been a true pleasure. We were looking forward to
these commercials.
I took the liberty of washing your sex toy. By the way, this is very small. It could totally get...
Continuing our work with him to bring the Fantastic Four into the MCU, but understand and are supportive of his reasons for stepping away. We are optimistic that we will have the opportunity to work together again at some..."
So I guess he's taking a break from writing movies?
...point down the road. And here's what Watts said. "Making 3 Spider-Man films was an incredible and life-changing experience for me. I'm eternally grateful to have been a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for 7 years. I'm hopeful we'll work together again, and I can't wait to see the amazing vision for Fantastic Four brought to life." So, main thing to take away here, nothing to worry about for the Fantastic Four. John Watts is not leaving because the movie sucked, or because they're changing actors, or the script is bad. In fact, John Watts said in this Deadline article that the vision for the Fantastic Four movie coming to the MCU is amazing. And let's be honest, this project, the Fantastic Four, is huge. It is massive. Why? Because it is going to be the first project where Marvel Studios actually uses Fox characters, with the exception of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but it kind of doesn't count, obviously, because they aren't main MCU characters and the story isn't based off of the Illuminati. Although it was quite arguably the best part of the movie. But this is the first full project that is solely focusing on Fox characters, and it's Marvel's first family. So, best be assured that Marvel Studios is going to do everything they can to make this movie fantastic, pun intended. And that's going to start with a new director, and it looks like we have some pretty interesting news here that's come out in the last couple of days. Now, there are 2 pieces of information here that have been going around, and they're not confirmed in any way. Nothing's confirmed until the studio announces it, but I do like our 2 choices for directors right now. One is going to be John Krasinski. Now, Fans have been wanting John Krasinski to play Mr. Fantastic for years now. There is just a ton of fan art out there of John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, and we know that he would do an amazing job. However, rumors right now are that he is in talks with Marvel Studios to direct the Fantastic Four. Now, keep in mind, this does not mean that he won't be acting in it as well, but recently John has been picking up the director's role. It's something that he's enjoyed doing and has been doing recently. Of course, I think a lot of people know he directed A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place Part 2. However, recently a bit of new information has come out about another person that could also be directing and playing a role of the Fantastic Four of Sue Storm. And that is Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh,
Current rumblings
okay.
right now state that Bryce Dallas Howard is close to signing on to direct and write the Fantastic Four and may end up starring in it as well, potentially as the Invisible Woman / Sue Storm, but also she could be playing a love interest of the Thing. This rumor
Hold on.
also starring in it as, and that is Bryce Dallas Howard. Potentially as the Invisible Woman / Sue Storm, but also she could be playing a love interest of the Thing. This rumor also states that Krasinski will be signing on to play Mr. Fantastic, and he's set to executive produce and write. Now, of course, these are just rumors, but keep in mind that Krasinski has confirmed that he has spoken to Marvel Studios. This, of course, is confirmed. And Bryce Dallas Howard has already directed for Disney. She directed 2 great episodes of The Mandalorian, Chapter 4 and Chapter 11, and she directed the Book of Boba Fett series, Chapter 5, The Return of the Mandalorian, quite possibly the best episode of that series so far. At least one of the better episodes. So she's already tight with Disney, and she's already directed for them. So there could be a lot of truth to this, and it looks like Marvel might be close to honing in on who they want to direct the Fantastic Four film. They're gonna jump on this really quick, so it makes sense that rumblings would already be starting to go around. They've been working on this already for a year. They've really been working on it longer than that, but actually sitting down in the studio, in the boardroom, coming up with the ideas, putting the story together for a year. So we could be looking at right here, Mr. Fantastic / Reed Richards and Sue Storm / the Invisible Woman, with Bryce Dallas Howard playing Sue Storm and John Krasinski playing Mr. Fantastic. And I want to know, do you like this casting? If this ends up being the casting for these two. I think I've heard enough over the past 2 years to know that people really like the idea of John Krasinski playing Mr. Fantastic. But do you like Bryce Dallas Howard playing Sue Storm? And this, of course, makes you think, if these rumors are true, have they already cast the actors they want to play the Human Torch and the Thing? I still personally think that Zac Efron would make a pretty good Human Torch. And as far as the Thing is concerned, I'm assuming most of it's going to be prosthetics or CGI, so you don't really need a huge beefy person. Really, you just need a good actor. I've obviously heard a lot of The Rock's name being thrown out there, but this worries some people. But let me know who you would pick to play the Human Torch and the Thing. And also, spoiler warning right now, if you have not seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I am about to briefly talk about it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, obviously, John Krasinski played Mr. Fantastic in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I didn't want to come out and say that for the people who haven't seen it yet. I wanted them to enjoy this video. But obviously, he's already played Mr. Fantastic. It's not going to be that much for him to simply return and play Mr. Fantastic as well. If I had to guess, I'm assuming he is going to be our Mr. Fantastic. The only other guess at this point right now is whether or not he is going to direct, or write, or produce, or simply do everything. As we've seen recently, he can pretty much do it all. Thanks for sticking with me till the end, so we didn't have to spoil that for everybody who hasn't seen the movie. But go ahead and leave your thoughts about these casting choices and director choice down below. Who would you like to see play Marvel's first family? Let me know. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on.
Let me know what you think about our reaction down below. Killer Squad. Peace.